So, I titled tonight's show. What did I title it? Stimulate Your Mind. Now, it's a take on words from Fridays.
Craig, man, stimulate your mind.
When Chris Tucker was talking to Ice Cube, he said, stimulate your mind, Craig. Stimulate your mind, Craig. You can get high, Craig. And Craig was mad because he ended up almost getting killed. Now, my show has nothing to do with that, by the way, but it does have to do with the words. We have a segment of people, a large segment of people, man, who don't know what's going on at all, man. Yeah, they watch the CNNs and the Fox Newses. They watch the corporate media, and it tells them how to feel, frankly. They have no real idea. Whatever Sean Hannity says, they just react on that. Then we got people who listen to, I don't know, Jake Tapper, and they react on that. And it's the same garbage. It's just opposite ends of the spectrum. And the thing is, none of us are getting any closer. A lot of us are not getting any closer to where we need to be. So I want people to realize you are being fooled by these media narratives. It's intentional. What you're right now listening is the liberation. This is the revolution. People keep saying, where's the revolution going to happen? I wish this person carried the revolution. I wish the revolution occurred. Give me somebody to vote for. The revolution is happening now. It's been happening. The reason why you don't know there's a revolution going on now is because you're still sleeping. The revolution begins inside. It's internal. It's when you realize, hey, purple is not a flavor. It's when you realize that a lot of this stuff that they push down your throat is garbage. Once you start the process of accepting that and dealing with that, that's when the revolution begins. And look, and the thing about it is people could be asleep for 50 years, 60 years, 30 years. Doesn't matter. They could be asleep for a long time. Whenever they finally wake up and realize what's really going on, then they want things to change immediately tomorrow. Because we're human beings. That's how we are. We're selfish. We're focused on self. But this revolution process started when you woke up. Okay? And some people have been woke for decades while we were still asleep. We're still wondering, hey, man, I remember people getting mad because Dukes of Hazzard got taken off TV. Oh, God. They took off Dukes of Hazzard. They won't sell the car anymore to General Lee. It's part of my childhood. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, I'm so pissed off. I'm past the kidney stone right now thinking about it. Oh, they took off Boss Hogg. There's nothing wrong. Daisy had the cutest little shorts. And to them, that was important. It was, because to them, all the big stuff is they don't want to deal with any of the big shit. So they focus on little things. Inconsequential. You could still, go up on eBay and buy the whole collection series. But the fact they couldn't go to Walmart and buy the car meant they needed to go load their gun, Johnson. This is the type of country we live in. These people are asleep. Same thing happens when the super woke people think they're super woke because they're going, okay, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, white guy, white guy, white guy. We need a black woman or a Chinese man or a Native American bisexual person who's left-handed, and instead of saying, hey, I'd like somebody to fight for me who actually believes in something. They don't even know what the policies are. Hey, you, the guy with one arm shorter than the other who has, some talk. Okay, you can't speak English. Great. You're from Mexico. Perfect. Immigrant. Bring them in here. Are you bisexual? No. We'll work on it. Work on it. Work on your sexuality. We need diversity. Never once are we asking, are these people really standing for anything? Are they going to really make our lives better? No. So the super woke, they're just asleep as the people pissed off about the General Lee. Yeah, they're just as pissed off, and they're just as wrong. So what I'm saying is stimulate your mind and stop being fooled. These things that you care about don't matter. It just doesn't matter. There are a lot of arguments to be made. We can go all the way back to kneeling for the football. Remember kneeling for the football was such a big deal? Oh, God, Kaepernick, oh, my God, he wouldn't stand for the flag. Meanwhile, they got flag condoms, underwear. They do. People desecrate the flag every day. Use it. People are blowing their nose into a flag-like napkin right now. You're fine with it. But the whole point behind why he didn't stand for the flag, you didn't want to care. You didn't care. You didn't care because to you this was taking a dump on people who died and fought in war, who fought in war. And I understand it if you took it that way. I'm a person who understood why you felt the way you felt because I don't have to agree with you to listen to you. See, I don't have to agree with you. Oh, I can disagree with you, but still listen enough to understand where you're coming from. People won't even do that. They won't even listen long enough to know why they disagree with someone. And that's what they were doing too. The people that were making the claims that this was against the armed services, they didn't even listen to Kaepernick long enough to know what he was even talking about. It just keeps happening. We keep falling for it. The distraction in front of the thing that matters. That thing. So unless we stimulate our minds, we will continue to be fooled and we won't actually progress. I mean, that's what we really want, right? That's what we want as a people, right? To move forward, to progress. I mean, don't get me wrong. 10% of us are horrible, okay? I was going to say 10. I just picked the number 10 out the air. 10% of people suck. Okay? They're horrible, they're bigots, they're racist, they're homophobic, they're something. Something's really wrong. I don't mean, just regular. I mean, like over the deep end. They're just worm food. Like that's what should happen. But we can't wish that on them because there's always room for redemption. But let's just keep it real, guys. We're going to keep it real here. No one sponsors this show except my viewers. So we could just say it. Some people need to go, okay? Problem is, we don't get to choose when. We don't get to choose who those people are. But that number of people is probably a constant throughout history. No matter where you go in history, there were people that always needed to go. Okay? And there's always going to be people that could go. And they wouldn't be missed. Okay? So, but barring that, I like to believe that most people are good people. Misguided, some of them. Misguided, some of us. Confused, some of them, misinformed, misguided, confused, ill-informed, underinformed, all these different things, different stages of growth that we all go through. And here's the thing. We have a chance now. Oh, with death comes chances. With the failing of businesses, do you know JCPenney, it's been around for 120 years? They just filed bankruptcy because of the pandemic. Do you understand what I'm saying? With failure, from devastation comes possibility. Maybe now, with a pandemic. Maybe now, with infection or virus ripping through the country. Maybe now, with businesses shuttering. They opened up now. Maybe I'm a little late. Maybe that's why they opened the doors. They didn't want us to actually know what time it was. They didn't want us to actually look around and go, hey, they don't care enough to give us a mask, man. Yeah, Nama just died. They wouldn't even get Nama a mask to save her life. We're the richest country in the world. We go to space. We got space army. But we can't have ventilators. They didn't want you to see it, and you didn't, because you wanted to go to the bar. Distraction, to get away from dealing with the real shit. You want to go back to fishing because you want to get away from the real shit. It's the same thing. The same reason why you don't care about why Kaepernick was taking the knee. The same reason why the people who supported Kaepernick didn't care that you cared, that you thought this had something to do with your grandpa getting shot in Vietnam. Like the same disconnection. None of us slowed down to stop to think. I hope that the reopening of all this shit that you can go spend money at doesn't get in the way of people learning a lesson. And that lesson, guys, is pretty clear. It's pretty, I mean, to me, it's crystal clear. The lesson is they don't care about us. Yeah, you thought they did. They don't. Hey, bigoted person. They don't care about you either. No, they don't care. They don't care about me. They don't care about you. They don't care about him. They don't care about her. They care about none of us. You understand? You understand? That's what capitalism really is for. It's the ability to make enough money not to care. Isn't that the whole point? So we got people that's already made it to where they want to be, and they don't care about us. The system has to have people on the bottom as like soil to step on. Yeah, like you got to have a place to walk. You got to walk on something. You gotta have gravity, so you got to walk on something. And you don't want to walk in there. You know, you gotta have people to walk on top of. That's what we have here. What you don't understand is you're that person. You think you're not because you came out of your mother's vagina in, I don't know, Iowa. But you don't matter either, Johnson. Nah, you don't matter either. You are something to step on, just like I am. Yeah, that's what the equalizer. They don't care about you dying either. I wonder if Boris Johnson, when he got sick, man, I wonder if Boris Johnson had a come into Christ moment like, cripey. Hey, cripey, Jesus. Oh, I'm going to die like a peasant. I'm going to die. You know, I don't know how he talks. I don't listen to him. He's got that stupid hair going this way and going that way and going the other way. I guess the disheveled British look makes him look more charming, fetching. Fetching, old chap. You damn fool. Comb your hair, dude. Hey, look, man, I'm bald. But look, I'm just saying, like, I wonder if he's just saying, God, he had a coming to Christ moment like, God, I realized we're all the same. We're all the same. I could barely breathe. I was on the ventilator machine, and it was dinging. It was dinging, Johnson. It was dinging. It was dinging and dinging and dinging. And I was thinking, it was flashing before my eyes. And I looked. I saw a immigrant, a brown person. I don't know where he comes from, but he's a brown person in my white country. He's a doctor. And he saved my life, Johnson. He saved my life. And I have an awakening. I will no longer be a xenophobic. I will no longer look at the brown people as dirt. I will no longer. We are all the same, Johnson. And I tell you now, great people of Britain, I have realized that we are all one. And I will no longer be a piece of garbage, a maggot man. I will no longer idolize Donald Trump. I will be a person of ethics. I will be better. Yes, I will change. I will start today. A new way. And if you think that's what happened, if that makes you feel better, go ahead and go with that. That's not what happened, Johnson. But we want it to be. I want it to be for all of us. So basically what I'm trying to say is I hope all of us get really sick, not die, but get really sick long enough to change the way we think and to accept that if we ever got together, united our forces and ever really saw who was really had their boot on our neck, what's really going on, it ain't about Republicans and Democrats and Libertarians and conservatives and progressives and liberals, that it's all about people who are being shit upon on a daily basis so other people can live lavish lives that we've never even imagined, where you could just burn money if you felt like it, and you could just do whatever you wanted to do and go wherever you wanted to go. And when this whole shit broke out, you just went to an island and ate sushi made by a chef who played Mozart music and a little bit of trap hip-hop, and you dined with Richard Branson and Barack Obama, and You ate bonbons made out of chocolate gold truffles, and you shit diamonds and platinum. And you swam on a coral reef and waited until your Netflix special came out. The Netflix docuseries. That those people don't care about us, and those people run it all. And the only chance we got is to realize the only way to succeed, the only way to take it, to have it, not take it back, because we ain't had it. We don't have it. We haven't had it. Now, since my parents, now your parents, my parents, their parents, we have never had it. Forget taking it back. Actually getting it for the first time, really, is if we band together. And that's the only shot we got. And if we don't do that, we did and we just don't know it. We lost and we just don't know it. And we can just keep watching our football and our basketball and our movies and all the other bullshit that distract us and not understand why taking a knee was important. All right, guys, the phone number is 319-527-6212.
You hear my phone ring?
Man, hell no! Man, sit down! Man, I'm on house arrest. I ain't even supposed to be over here.